Hello and welcome to the first episode of Tales from the Workshop. I just thought I better get some things out there so people didn't think I just fell off the planet, and I'm still doing stuff, and actually, I'm doing more than ever. I may not be putting out a lot of the podcasts like I was before, and actually, the microphone's really dusty. I'm not saying I won't get back to that, just not currently. But I did want you to know here at Lunitar Productions, my name's Andrew, and the things that we're working on here. And by we, I mean me. And a couple other people that I asked to help with editing, kind of looking over some of the projects I'm working on, and even some of the art. So I've got somebody now. I've been a little ill, so I couldn't get him some stuff to get some things done, but we're working on that. So let's start off with the Orbs of Corruption module. This is number 5 we're working on. If you're watching this on the video, you'll see a picture of it. This is the tale of Altherid actually finding his orbs and getting them together. This is the 5th one in a 6-part series. We were almost done with it. And then I found out that the person I was using for the art was just doing it with AI. And I didn't want to do that, so it is hard with no budget to find someone to do it. So I have actually been using things like Dungeon Scrawl and Incarnate to make some of the maps. So it's not going to be as pristine as the last one, and I will go back and redo the last one so that it is up to my standards on that too. But in this one, you're actually in the Lost Catacombs, to where you find the final resting place for one of the characters, and you get introduced to a new character. And to go along with this, I am actually in the magazine, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. I do have a story that is kind of working on some of the lore behind Altherid. And I plan to put out a whole backstory series on him. This is the first one where he escapes. And if you've looked at him, I'm going to go back and change some of the things in the Orb of Corruptions for a complete set of them when I'm done. Because right now we have him as being a mind flayer or an illithid, and that is intellectual property of Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons and Dragons. So I kind of want to be able to do this on my own and not be stuck with them. No, nothing against them. Just they've been great to help get some of the stuff out there for me. But so I have actually created a whole new race for him, and I will actually put that up on my Discord if you want to go there. There'll be links in the notes to find my Discord. And he will be what's called an Umbralith. Like I said, you'll see. So that's was almost final. Now we're going to go back and kind of editing. I've probably got maybe another couple weeks, month tops, hopefully, on that one, and it'll be released. Second thing, we'll go to the Dragonfire magazine. Issue number 4 is currently out. I did have to kind of step back from that a little bit. I had some illness and work things that came up, so I think we're going to go with bi-monthly or every other month release, and so that'll give me more time to get good quality out there and get it done, because I did run into the same issue on some of that with the AI. But it's up and it's out there. You can either go to my webpage at lunitarproductions.com, or you can find it at my Discord also. The third thing. Okay, these are some big ones here. So many of you that know me know that I have started 2 different projects. One of them is a complete campaign world build. It will be available for 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, or kind of be dropped into most places. I kind of want to even maybe work on a rule set for it. But right now we're just going to mainly work on the 5e and get that done. It is called TiSiR. TiSiR. And it is actually the world, the Orb of Corruptions modules can be dropped into any world, but this is the world where I see them in. And it's got a lot of my other areas in it too, from some of my modules and from some of my stories. I have the base map created. I used Incarnate for that. And I'm actually working with an artist to try to get some of the cities done now. And that's the one I was talking about where I kind of got sick and didn't get a chance to get him out to him. Big shout out to Joseph out there. Thanks for working with me on that, buddy. We'll be in touch. So, there's a lot with the world build. And I want this to actually be a fully, box collection style everything's there for you. So you're going to have the different factions. You're going to have, which will be interesting in this world, but you'll have the cities will have maps. Some of the towns will have maps. Now you can add more to it because this is community driven. All of my stuff is, and I hope we can get people building on it, working with it. But the story behind this is kind of everybody. Hardly anybody was actually born in this world. They all have all come here. Some have been created by a long lost god that was here. I don't want to get too much more information out on that. I will give some snippets and release some things on my Discord. So if you want to join there, go ahead. And maybe some updates on just it coming out too. And same thing with the next one. But I'm excited about this and I really want to do it. I've been inspired by a lot of different things on it. And I just kind of want my own world. And like I said, eventually, I even have a kind of a new magic system I'd like to use. Where almost like a mana or points you use instead of your spell books and that sort of stuff. But like I said, we'll get there. I've got a lot of projects going. I want to get this world just out there and available. And then later, maybe we'll come up with the rule set and a box set for it. Currently, right now, the only thing I'm looking at with it is just digital release. So there again in my Discord or my webpage. And the final thing that we're actually working on here that I want to actually announce is I am working on a rule set. And it is a horror mystery rule set. I kind of want to say what it is close to, but I can't because I've had issues with the company, which is what brought this out. I am calling it Echoes of the Unknown, and it is kind of a D100 system inspired by Supernatural, the TV series, and the X-Files TV series, and H.P. Lovecraft. So I really enjoy kind of the horror. I've actually got a couple ones that I did for one that I did for Shadow Dark. I'm going to be bringing that to the 5e, to my world, and releasing that module there too. Because, I don't know, I love the horror. And I really like this, but I did mess up with some constraints on some of my modules I was releasing, so I kind of just want my own rule set, and we'll release it, and it will be completely free. The rule set will. It will be community driven. You change it. These are just base. It'll be a base rule set. You can change it, add it. Hopefully, people will join the Discord. Go to the web page, and we can add things, change things, and make it into something awesome that's community driven. I hopefully will release it. It will be set in like the 1980s and 1990s. So not quite current, but current for me because I'm older. But like I said, along with the X-Files and stuff, we're kind of big on that era. But I will release it with a couple. I've got the one that I already released that I will port over to it. And I've got a couple others in mind that I will do so that hopefully when we release the rule set, my goal is to hopefully have 5 modules to go with it. They don't all have to be created by me. I would really love to have some people write some modules for it so we can release them. Now, I'm not going to say that the modules will be free, especially if it's done by somebody else. But the rule set, kind of like Shadow Dark was, I'm going to release it free. Maybe later we'll come out with a revised edition where people have added stuff to it, and I won't guarantee that will be free, but I really want to keep it free because I want this to be an awesome project that's not ruled by corporations or anything like that. Okay, so I guess that's kind of it. I just wanted to give you an update on the things I'm doing since my Lunitar's Legends, Lore, and Lies podcast kind of ended abruptly there. Not saying it won't come back, but currently it won't. I won't say it won't. I'm sorry, but currently I have no plans to bring it back, but it could someday. So mixed with other things in life, I got a lot on my plate. Not complaining. I love doing this, and I hope people enjoy it. So jump over to my Discord, chat with me, talk to me, tell me what you think about this stuff. Tell me what you think about the magazine. So let me know. Just want to give you the update. Thanks for joining me, and hope you catch the next one.